Alright, Ace, you ready?
I am ready whenever you are.
Alright, go ahead and do the countdown.
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, man.
Good luck, man.
So the beginning of this game is mostly just jump strats, trying not to get hit. Often do. Ace and I both have a different pattern that we use.
There's kind of going to be a lack of commentary from me. I got my 2-year-old sleeping right behind me.
I missed quick kill. This boss that I'm currently fighting is Raptor. He throws his bird down. His quick kill's pretty easy. Just a bunch of jumping and shooting.
Oh, awesome RNG on Viper.
You got the good one?
I got the good one. That's
I did
great.
too.
Well, that never happened.
No, Vice is good RNG. Most of the time he just starts running around like an idiot. The important part in this level is to not let the missiles hit the ground because they cause so much lag. It can be seconds from just one missile hitting the ground that's coming from the background.
Oh, bad C-ray though.
Mine wasn't too terrible.
There's a new strat in the works for C-ray that involves a punching strat. It is much less consistent, but can also be really fast.
Yeah, in this game, the punching is often a lot more fast than doing the gun, because you can basically break the animation and restart the punch by either just pressing down or switching weapons. So a lot of times when it looks like we're shooting and punching at the same time, we're just breaking the animation of the gun with the punch and using that to do a lot more damage than we would normally be able to. Oh, no. I'm trying to get lost already. So these are the buzz bores. This is the, I think, first time you see them. Later on we get to use them, but they're the most uncontrollable vehicles in the game. Where are you at,
That would be
Ace?
correct on the squares. I am using an emulator. Yeah. Not that I want to, but my nest is tore apart. So it's sitting in about 12 pieces. So
I just hit elevator.
about halfway through elevator right now.
Okay. On elevator, basically just a really slow auto scroller, trying to get just one extra pickup. So my level is at 3B right now. If I get to 3C, I'll get better pickups, and I'll be able to max out my weapon in a couple levels before I start hitting the tough bosses.
Yeah, I can save state during the marathon, that's right.
Might be able to save this run after all, man. So
Yeah,
this
if
stage,
anyone's waiting,
go ahead.
Kevin.
I was just gonna say, if this stage is where you first start controlling the buzzbore, and this is one of the hardest ones to learn because of that. Not only are you in a maze that's somewhat confusing, but you're driving a vehicle with terrible, terrible controls. Half the time when you think you're gonna go
man.
left or drop down, the buzzbore goes the opposite way.
Nest is 59.86 frames per second, by the way. It's not 60.1. Very close, but not exactly.
You must have chat pulled up.
I do.
I don't. So if you see stuff in chat,
And we've done quite a bit of extensive testing on how accurate the emulator is. For the most part, it is almost dead on. There's a few things we've been looking at that might be a little bit different, but if it's different, it's by a few frames here. For the most part, though, the time is fairly accurate.
you must be just getting to AI.
I am.
Just hit door.
Pretty good AI version.
So the AI computer, basically the only things that you need to worry about here are not getting grabbed by his claw. If you get grabbed, that's like 8.5 seconds lost.
Other than that, the biggest deciding factor in that fight is when he comes to the left side of the screen. For the most part, that's all random.
I'm really low on health. Need a health drop bad. Overlord's just duck and shoot. No special strats for him at all.
Oh, wow, this climb is horrible.
I can't even select my character, so that's alright. Are you using Gridiron? So Ace's normal strat is using Captain Gridiron, the green guy. He's got a really good punch, and he also jumps really high. The guy that I'm using is Blizzard.
And I didn't do that, and I messed it up trying new strats.
Which one did you do?
It's fast. I use Snake Eyes, and it's faster, but
it's all
unless you
about
mess it up like I did.
Placement.
So the stage that I'm currently on is one of the biggest rerouting that we did in this game. Our current route that we use saves well over 25-30 seconds compared to the previous world record strats.
The one that you can view on SDA. I hit bomb 3.
Me too. I lost a lot of time on the climb.
We're pretty much neck and neck right now. This is gonna be a good race. In the back half of this level, we both use 2 totally different jump strats. You can take the climb here anyway. Infinite Missy's recently started running this game. He actually uses the buzz bore on all of this section. There's one that you can pick up in that little hill down at the bottom right hand corner. There's so many different ways to take this, but learning this climb is a huge pain.
Optics caught up because I lost several seconds in the previous stage during the climb. I fell through the floor twice.
I'm having a
that's
really
really
bad
not
road
good.
take. I can't get my jumps down. Oh, this is bad, 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 bad.
There's a lot of things that can go wrong in this game, and unlike most games, if you die, there's still somewhat of a chance of saving a run. In this game, if you die, it's almost guaranteed to be a reset. For the fact that you need rock and roll for all of the fight.
My apologies for Skype sounds, by the way. I couldn't get them shut off quick enough. Here we're using the damage boost from the boss's gun. Only does 1 damage, or if you touch him, he does 3. It's really easy to die there.
That's gonna be a bad helicopter.
Looks like you gained about 7-8 seconds on me.
Oh man, that was an awful bug fight.
I'm just getting to him. Mine too.
Yeah, I'm getting Skype sounds as well, guys. I'm sorry. This was like we just woke up kind of thing.
Started an
thought
hour
we had
earlier
another
than
hour.
Yeah. That's okay though. Surprised the race is going as well as it is.
I know. It's quite surprising.
I'm guessing this is probably something around like a 22-30 finish for me. It hasn't been too quick. Current world record is 2052. The previous wasn't recorded, but it was 2105, and we spent countless hours trying to break 21. And then a rerouting that you'll see in the last stage is finally what gave it to us.
And this is a game where like you only want to see additional item drops if you really need them. Having that one extra sprite on screen can make a huge difference in having a little bit of lag and having a lot of lag. And as you can see, where I just had an extra item drop when there was too many enemies on the screen, the lag just gets really ridiculous.
Especially
so you
if
kind
the
of
item chases you, it lags really bad. It's actually really surprising when you start running this game how much lag actually affects the game and how much it can just destroy your time, even in a single stage. So I'm just getting to one of the hardest boss fights, and it's not that he's a difficult boss, it's that if you don't set it up properly, he's really difficult to get into a position that's easy to kill.
I had a really bad fight as well.
He's trolling me.
You see a couple different strats here in this little screen as well. We use different styles, and I use a couple extra damage moves that are kind of risky, but it's worth it, I think.
My strat is mostly just to run as quickly as I can and hope that I manage to kill the enemy in one hit. I just jump straight into him. Almost died there.
I missed the early death.
I'm just hitting Destro. Seconds.
Oh, and I picked the wrong character for the last stage.
That's gonna cost you a bit.
In this last stage, there's a death involved at the end where you really want to have Duke, or not Duke, rock and roll, because he has the least amount of health, and we use some death abuse.
Usually when you go through the game, you pick up a bunch of health upgrades. In Destro fight, we kill him at the very end just to cut off a few frames from the closing animation. And we do the same thing with the Cobra fight. But that gives us less health in this stage to use with him. And after we've use rock and roll for the whole game to help fight Cobra, all we do is let him die in the end. Like a true hero. Tell me when you hit your next spawn plant.
Just hit 4. Oh man,
I think you're like 8 to 10 seconds ahead right now. So you got a little bit of a window. This maze is also really tough to learn. There's a lot that can go wrong in it.
There is a plan for a Skittles type run where you use the character that's meant for that actual level. But other than that, no. You use rock and roll and for the entire game minus the very last level.
And he really is the only character that you can really get any sort of speed with. The other characters, you know, some of them have really good punch, some of them have okay gun, but the pattern that you get with their weapon is usually pretty much garbage. Alright, so I'm prepping to kill rock and roll. I get hit by 2 grenades there, and his health is now 1.
And I'm messing up this death strat so bad.
Are you at it right now?
Yeah, I forgot where I was going. This is an entirely new strat for me. Optics found this, and
actually,
I haven't been utilizing it all that well. It does save a ton of time. It saved like 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
Okay, I'm off to go kill Cobra. Are you gonna beat me?
I don't know, it's gonna be close.
You know when you hit door.
You just got to the fight.
Okay, I'm at door. I think you got this one, man. Congrats.
This time.
Oh no, I got turned into an iguana. Getting hit by the thing in the background turns you into an iguana. That was pretty good. That was a good race.
That was decent. What was the time?
You have to tell it to me because I have no idea. I don't have the stream.
Stuff. SDA time.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Alright,
That
well,
is pretty good.
thanks for watching, guys. It was
21:40.
nice finally getting to do a marathon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a fun game.
Yeah, thank you guys for racing. Really close throughout the whole run, man.
Yeah, we've been excited. All of our races have always been really close, so we were excited to do this.